In just 18 minutes, the fate of the Edo Shogunate was sealed. The Sakuradamon Incident was one of the largest acts of terrorism in the Bakumatsu period, completely reshaping Japanese history. It was in front of Sakuradamon Gate, amidst falling snow, that Chief Minister Ii Naosuke was attacked by 18 Mito Ronin and lost his life. However, in truth, an even more astonishing truth was hidden within. Why was Ii Naosuke targeted? And why did the shogunate embark on a path to collapse? What hidden motives lay beneath it all? Why was Ii Naosuke unprotected? Who planned the attack? How did the shogunate end in just 18 minutes? We will unravel it all. Now let's delve into that truth. In this main feature, we will detail the specific sequence of the attack and its subsequent impact on Japan. During the Bakumatsu period, Japan faced an unprecedented crisis with the arrival of the Black Ships. Forced to choose between continuing isolation or opening its borders, the nation was in turmoil. Amidst this, Ii Naosuke assumed the position of chief minister to the shogunate. To navigate the difficult situation, he pushed forward with an open-door policy, employing strong leadership. He then signed the Treaty of Amity and Commerce with the United States without imperial court permission. This unilateral decision by the shogunate provoked fierce opposition from the Sano-Joy faction. Ii Naosuke used his strong authority to thoroughly suppress his opponents. This became known as the Ansei Purge. Many patriots and daimyo were punished, some even losing their lives. Why did Ii Naosuke rush to conclude the treaty? Because he keenly felt the threat of Western powers. So why did he choose such forceful methods? The Mito domain suffered particularly heavy losses during the Ansei Purge. Mito was a stronghold of Sano-Joy thought and had produced many patriots. Hatred for Ii Naosuke reached its peak, and Ronin from the Mito domain secretly advanced a plan to assassinate him. The ringleaders of the plot included Seiki Tetsunosuke. They joined forces with Aramura Jizaemon, a samurai from the Satsuma domain, gathering a total of 18 comrades. The stage for the attack was outside Sakuradamon Gate of Edo Castle, a place Ii Naosuke invariably passed when heading to the castle, making it an ideal ambush point. The attack was set for the morning of March 3rd, Manin 1, 1860. On the day of the Hina Matsuri, when Ii Naosuke was scheduled to enter the castle, snow had been falling in Edo since the previous night. The assault group made meticulous preparations. Anticipating slippery conditions from the snow, they attached anti-slip material to the soles of their tabi socks, and their swords were modified to be drawn even when wet. In fact, there is a theory that the shogunate was aware of the attack plan beforehand. Yet, why was Ii Naosuke's security so lax? The security for Ii's procession was handled by Hikone domain samurai, but due to the snow, the formation was disrupted, and security around his palanquin was further weakened. The attackers lay in wait by the moat outside Sakuradamon. They patiently waited in the falling snow for Ii Naosuke's palanquin to pass by. Ii Naosuke might have known his life was in danger, yet he chose to proceed to the castle as usual. So why was security so lax? Around 9 a.m. on March 3rd, Manin 1, 1860. Amidst heavy snowfall, Ii Naosuke's procession approached Sakuradamon Gate. At that moment, a single gunshot suddenly echoed through the procession. This shot marked the beginning of the turbulent 18 minutes that would shake Japanese history. As the procession's security descended into chaos, Aramura Jizaemon rushed directly toward Ii Naosuke's palanquin, cutting down Hikone samurai guards one after another. Inside the palanquin, Ii Naosuke, with frozen hands, reportedly tried to draw his sword, but the scabbard was stuck and wouldn't release it. Was this truly what happened? Aramura forced open the palanquin's door and dragged Ii Naosuke out. As Ii Naosuke fell onto the snow, merciless sword strikes rained down upon him. In a mere 18 minutes, an unprecedented event occurred. The chief minister, the shogunate's supreme authority, was assassinated. Ii Naosuke sustained deep wounds to several areas, including his head, chest, and abdomen, and is believed to have died on the spot. He was 45 years old. After the incident, the attackers were called the Sakurada loyalists. Some committed seppuku, others were captured, and they vanished from the forefront of history. This assassination was not merely a personal vendetta. It was an event that fundamentally shook the authority of the Edo Shogunate. After the incident, Ii Naosuke's body was falsely reported as having died from illness to protect the shogunate's prestige. This cover-up highlighted the gravity of the situation. So, what impact did this incident have on the shogunate? The shogunate lost its supreme authority, and its prestige plummeted. In addition to foreign pressure, the domestic Sano-Joi movement intensified further. Taking this opportunity, the imperial court's authority grew, and a policy of reconciliation between the shogunate and the court, known as Kobu Gatai, union of court and shogunate, began to be explored. However, it was also a sign that the shogunate had lost its ability to govern the nation alone. Japan was transitioning into an era where the opinions of various domains held greater importance. Powerful domains like Satsuma and Choshu rose to prominence, and the political center shifted from Edo to Kyoto. The shogunate's centralizing power waned. The Sakuradamon Incident greatly stimulated the Sano-Joi patriots. They began attacking shogunate officials and foreigners, referring to their acts as tenchu, divine punishment. The shogunate found itself in a situation where it could no longer even maintain domestic order. Public trust in the shogunate was beyond recovery. Princess Kazu, Emperor Komeei's sister, marrying Tokugawa Ieyasu was also part of this Kobu Gatai policy. However, it ultimately did not prolong the shogunate's lifespan. Then, Satsuma and Choshu joined forces, forming the Satcho alliance. This became the strongest military power against the shogunate, pushing towards its overthrow. This series of events eventually led to the Teisei Hoken, return of political power to the emperor, by Tokugawa Yoshinobu, and the Edo Shogunate, which had lasted 260 years, met its end. The Sakuradamon Incident not only triggered the shogunate's collapse, but also determined the principles of action for Bakumatsu patriots. So, what lessons does this incident leave for modern Japan? The Sakuradamon Incident demonstrated that the shogunate could not overcome the crisis on its own. The death of its supreme authority decisively stripped away its centralizing power. Caught between foreign pressure and domestic discontent, the shogunate had, by then, lost its ability to govern Japan. Without this incident, Japan's history might have taken a different path. However, the tumultuous era that followed would likely have been unavoidable. The Sakuradamon Incident was undeniably a historical turning point that set the course for the Meiji Restoration. An event lasting just 18 minutes determined Japan's future. Its impact had the destructive power to end the 260-year-long Edo Shogunate. Why was Ii Naosuke unprotected? While failures of his retainers and information leaks are cited, the disarray of security due to snow and the element of surprise were key factors. Who planned the attack? Radical Sano-Joi Ronin from the Mito domain, driven by deep resentment towards Ii Naosuke and opposition to opening the country, carried it out. How did the shogunate end in 18 minutes? Because the unprecedented assassination of the chief minister completely undermined the shogunate's authority and accelerated the ensuing chaos. The Sakuradamon Incident was not merely an assassination. It was a bloody declaration that an old era was ending, and a new one was beginning. Perhaps just 18 minutes irrevocably changed Japanese history, marking the beginning of the shogunate's downfall.